Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am back with another video, and today I hope that you can hear me well, because the region that I am in, its biggest festival is on its way. So there's parades, there's fireworks, there's all kinds of activity. There's an auditorium nearby, and auditorium's gonna audit. So I hope you can hear me okay, because there may be a lot of noise, and that's okay. I am planning on getting a new, wow, I'm just seeing this huge worm climbing its way down an umbrella. And I hope he doesn't fall near me or near the phone, because this is the kind of creature, this is the kind of worm that you shouldn't touch, because he's poisonous to the touch. And that's an omen. What is an omen? That means that you see something happening. In Vedic astrology, I guess we can call it prashna. When you see something unfolding in front of you, it has deep significance about the endeavor that is taking place before you. Now, what can be the message, or what can be the meaning of seeing this worm? Ooh, is he gonna fall? He has reached the end, the edge of the umbrella, and he's looking around, doesn't know where to go. I'm surprised you're all this way high up, actually, because where did you come from? Like, the sky is up here, guys. He doesn't know where to go. And I can't touch the sky. The worst, ooh, wow. Ooh, please don't get near me or my phone. Ooh. I'm trying to regain my composure here. These are really bad. They're called burner worms for a reason. Haven't seen one of these guys in a while. I'm gonna look up what can this omen possibly mean, and I will reflect on it as we go. And I may just post about it soon. Now that I've regained my composure, because the wind was blowing the umbrella, the fabric of the umbrella near my face, and he got a little bit too close for comfort, and that's not the kind of creature that you want him touching you. Yeah, it's a bad burn. And I think that does tie with what I want to talk about today. You go, little guy. Like I said, I didn't want to talk about astrology today. I wanted to talk about a particular individual, a particular saint of India that's been with me a lot lately. He's been on my mind, he's been in my heart, and I have a deep connection with this individual, and deep gratitude and appreciation for him, because his teachings, his life have blessed me quite a lot. And it's just a figure that, lived thousands of years ago in India, and I feel a huge debt of gratitude to him. So I was planning on talking about him and his life, but and even why I've been thinking about him a lot, because it's a fascinating story, and I've only told actually 2 people about what's been going on lately, and it's quite fantastic. So that was my intention, right? Like I said, I want to do a video each week. But what happens is that, I read a few messages that I got in the last couple of days. I've been observing what's happening in the space in the last couple of days, what's happening in some of my projects as well. And there is a theme, and I saw the theme, and it clicked, and I understood the chart, and it clicked, and I feel like if I don't talk about it, I am doing a disservice, because there is an important message and an important recommendation, prediction, and I'm going to use the word warning about the upcoming period. I shouldn't say upcoming, this is already here. I'm going to put the dates somewhere in the video. What is this thing that's happening in the stars? In astrology, we have the planet of Saturn and Saturn has entered the sign of Pisces. But moreover, Saturn has now become retrograde. And I will not go into much detail on astrology. I just want to talk about my recommendations on what you can do, what you can start observing. And if you notice some of these themes and some of these challenges, to really take this recommendation and that it hopefully will serve you, because that's the most important thing. Again, even if you don't know anything about your chart and astrology, just listen to what I have to say and connect the dots. And if you see, okay, yeah, Mars said that this and this is happening, you know what, actually, yes, I am noticing that in my life. Maybe you notice it right away as I say it. Maybe you notice it more as you sit and reflect, or as you pay attention to it. But once you pay attention to it, if you notice these themes are happening strongly in your life right now, then the science of astrology, what it beckons, what it compels us to do, is to observe, detach, and act in a way that is the most liberating and the most fulfilling. Because that's yoga, that's Vedanta, that's all these things, right? So what may you be noticing during Saturn retrograde in Pisces? Bear with me, because it sounds worse than it really is. During this period, you will be in the period of incubator. You will be in the period of being in an egg, in a container. And notice how interesting the videos that I talked about the previous 2 weeks. If you haven't watched those, go watch them, because you may see a thread with all that I'm talking about. So we have entered a period of incubation. Saturn moves onwards in the sign of Pisces slowly, but it's doing something that requires service, something that requires patience, something that will pay off, something that is given with your whole heart without expecting anything in return. But now it's becoming retrograde. So this onwards movement is now returning and is enveloping. And during this period, which I'll put on the screen a couple of times, Saturn retrograde, you will be put back into the incubator. Your projects may be put back into the incubator, your relationships. Everything will be put back into an egg. That is the secret I've been talking about in Cancer and Scorpio. And during this period, it'll look like things are ending. Certain things are ending, but then it doesn't look like they're actually ending. Or maybe they're alive, actually, after all. And then it looks like a door is being opened, but actually maybe no, let's go back a little bit. So you may feel like there's a lot of back and forth of like, okay, this is the direction that we're going. Actually, never mind. The client said no. Actually, the date is canceled. Okay, so we're not doing it. Oh, then the person contacted you and the date is on, just another week of waiting. You know, they're busy this week. Or you're going to see a house to live in, but then something happens. The realtor, something happened in their lives, so need to wait another week. So like this, you may notice that things are kind of churning, moving, and then it seems like something changed their mind, and then on again, and then back again, and then on again, and then back again. This is Saturn retrograde. If you have Saturn retrograde in your chart, you may click with this a lot, because it is a beautiful placement that is deeply, deeply misunderstood. Actually, most astrology is misunderstood, but really, Saturn is very misunderstood. Retrograde planets are grossly misunderstood and underappreciated, which just reflects the nature of the planets, because they want to be appreciated. Otherwise, why are they retrograde? Meaning, why are they insisting so much on investing their time and energy? Don't you know planets are divine entities, ancient beings and gods, deities? Why would they be retrograde if not to bless you? They're deities. Retrograde means that they're just spending a little bit more time, effort to bring it to perfection. Why would they do that? If not because they love you, if not because they want to develop you. This is retrograde planets. They're a huge blessing for someone who chooses to see it as the blessing that it is. So that's the secret of retrograde planets. Now, during this period that you'll have all this on and off, back and forth, yes but no, but then yes again, you're going to feel triggered, you're going to feel impatient, you're going to be felt like your time is being lost and wasted, because Pisces is that which is given and lost. And it may also be felt like you're getting teased a lot, because Pisces also deals with the fantasy realm, with those things that we really, really fantasize about. Dream job, dream partner, dream conditions, dream car, dream blah, blah, blah. Right? So there's an element of being teased about it. So don't be surprised if this keeps happening. Don't be surprised if you get brought back into the incubator, and that also means being cared for. What does it mean when you're in an incubator? What does it mean when you're put back in the egg? Haven't you ever, maybe not everyone feels this way, haven't you ever wished that you were completely conscious during the time in which you were in the belly of your mother? Being completely perfect, completely loved, completely cared for, completely nourished. When she was thinking about you, she was praying with you, she was praying for you. During this period, you may feel also that back and forth with your family, with your parents, or connecting back to them, or reconnecting with them in some way. Take the chance. Receive the nourishment. The chicken, the way they care for the egg is that they completely put themselves over the egg. You cannot even see them, right? You cannot even see the egg. They know how to manage their softness and their weight so that they're completely cared for and covered and given warmth. This also means when you're in the incubator that your identity gets a little bit lost. And if you resist this, your identity is going to get challenged. And that's when you're going to feel pressure, frustration, all these things. No need. What are my recommendations for a period of Saturn retrograde in Pisces? There is a great reward coming during this period. It is such a powerful and beautiful thing, given that you proceed with that flexibility of giving without expecting anything in return, giving even that which you do not want to give, given with faith, giving with complete love, giving no matter what, giving even if it feels like a loss, giving even when you feel defeated. It's giving, but not pouring from the empty cup. You need to understand that it's a heart giving, it's a spiritual giving. It's giving up the resistance, it's giving up the limitations, it's giving up the false identity, the patterns of the mind, the patterns of the ego. So that is why you go back into the incubator as something and coming out as something completely different. So let yourself be enveloped, covered by the identity of your mother and your father. Let yourself be protected. Let yourself be held by the power of the Divine Mother, the Divine Father. Let yourself be covered. Let yourself be held. Let yourself know with faith and love and certainty that this that you hold so preciously as, oh, this is who I am, is literally nothing in the face of the divine. It is absolutely nothing. No amount of money, power, achievement, nothing. The divine does not care about any of that. So surrender. In more practical and less spiritual terms, I would say during this period, when you feel things are frustrating you because you don't know what they're going to happen. It's going to be a yes or a no. Keep working. Do what's in front of you to do. Be of service. Be happy. Do it with a smile. Take a deep breath and try again. Be optimistic. Seek guidance. Request guidance from the most elevated people in your community that you can find. Be patient. Patience is probably the best thing. Saturn is all about patience, it's all about service, and it's all about discipline. So be those things. Allow yourself to discover that you have more to give behind the false identity, behind your comfort zone of like, I only work this many hours per day. I only do this much per day. I only do these efforts. I don't do those efforts. And as you work hard in these things with patience, with love, with rhythm of love, what greater rhythm can there be? The best songs all follow the rhythm of love. Then what's going to happen is that you will hatch. You will break out of your shell. You'll connect with something greater. But if you rush, if you try to grasp these things as your own and claim them as your identity, if you're rushing, if you want answers now, if you want it all, you want it now, if you accelerate, if you don't stop, if you don't meditate, if you hurry, what's going to happen? If you're not patient, the egg will crack. Your evolution will be halted. Your rewards will not be there. How long do you think you need to be patient and disciplined and of service? I'll put the dates here somewhere, that you know this is the period that is recommended for Saturn retrograde in Pisces. And see, even as I talk about it, notice how it's just two fascinating things to me to observe, because the worm is back. So he did like this whole loop in the umbrella, but the umbrella is closed, right? So he cannot do a whole circle. This is, guys, this is exactly, look how this worm is such a saint that is here to serve us no matter what. He's a saint who's here to serve us and show us the process of Saturn retrograde, no matter his identity. He's in an umbrella, and the sky is here, guys. There's no other floors above me. There's no garden above me. Where did he come? How did he get here? You know? And the way this umbrella is set up, I'll take a picture and put it also somewhere here so you can see it. So it's not open. It's closed. That's retrograde planets. I had never thought about this analogy before. I'll continue reflecting on it because now I'm excited and I want to hold on to it. But the direct planet, yes, that's what it sounds like, is when the umbrella is opened. When the umbrella is closed and all its rays, all its lines are converging in the center. So the flaps or the fabric or the material of the umbrella kind of, it does this, right? So instead of going like this open, imagine this is half the umbrella. It's doing like something like this. I hope that makes sense. I'll try to put the picture somewhere in here. Okay, so this is the umbrella. As you can see, it's closed. This is what it looks like when it's closed. And this is our little guest today. This is a worm. I cannot really record him well because it's dark. Look at him. And yeah. So you see, this is the shape that I was talking about, right? You can't, it's not open, so it's like flapped. And again, where did this guy come from? Look, this is the ceiling, the roof. And where did he come from? So that's what the worm did. And all the time he's looking for stuff. He's like, he went in, he went out, and I saw him going in, going out. And now at the end of the video, he's right here back to my face. Hopefully not to poison me. So he's here showing us, regardless of his identity, worm identity doesn't matter. He's the teacher identity now. It doesn't matter that he's a worm. He's a saint now. He's a teacher. Bless you, my little friend, and how beautiful your movement is. Have you ever stopped to think how beautiful the movement of a worm is? Or do you see worms and just say, oh no, I'm grossed out, thank you, bye. What a shame. How perfect their movement. Not like any other creature. Not like any other creature. Not like a snake. And not like a bug. Like their own unique thing. Perfect. So he's here, surrendering his identity, pretty much on the sky. Not caring about being a worm or anything else. And following the rhythm of what's available to him. And soon he'll find his release. Soon he'll find that he can go somewhere else. He's right above the camera now, the phone. I'm curious to see what he will do. You go, little guy. You can do it. Yes! Did a little, nice little, I don't know, bridge, jump. It's not a jump. Anyways. So that's the message of Saturn retrograde in Pisces. And you see, I had an idea. More light required. Okay. I had an idea. I want to talk about this saint. But like I said, I saw all these connections and he told me, talk about something else. Okay. I'll be patient. Maybe I'll talk about the saint next week. Or maybe I was not supposed to tell you all at all. There's a reason why the science of spirituality is occult. There's a reason why we talk the way that we talk. There's a reason why the messages come the way they come. There's a reason even why I do the things that I do in the way that I do them. But anyways, I wish you an absolutely beautiful process of Saturn in Pisces. Be patient, consult people, get a reading from me or really from anyone. It's a great period to get a reading. Insist, persist, work out, continue. It's just work out like in the gym. Churn. It's like, oh, this failed. Let me try again. Let me try again. Let me try again. Oh, you said no? Okay, next thing. This deal didn't go through? Next thing. Think about your goal. Think about your dreams. That's all this process wants you to do. And when that period is over, beautiful rewards from Saturn in Pisces. That's all I'll say for now. And look, I talked for 22 minutes. Anyways, I'm off to supper now. Wishing you the absolute best. Take good care of yourselves. All the best. All the best. All right. Thank you, everyone. Have a fantastic Thursday and Friday. I'll see you next week.